You know, Rhonda Corey's talk is cheap. You know who else is cheap? Rhonda. Yeah, one year, she got me this gorgeous, little vest. It was a sweater vest, and it was cheetah. You know, I love cheetah print. Anyway, she got it clearance at Macy's, and she kept the tag on. Next time you do that, Rhonda, just take the clearance sticker off. Make me think you paid full price. Anyway, so good to be here. Loves and kisses. Love you guys. Thanks. Oh, thanks for tuning in. Love this show. Oh, it's cheap though. It's so cheap.
Welcome to Talk is Cheap, the show where laughter speaks louder than words. I'm your host, Rhonda Corey, and I am excited to introduce to you some of my funny and interesting friends. So sit back, relax, and let's start the show. Watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. And in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Talk is Cheap, episode number 78. We have such a fun show for you tonight. I'm so excited to introduce you to my guests. First, I do want to say hello to my audience. Hello, everybody. Let's see. We have Michelle Van Duzen in the house. She says, yay, it's the Chewy Show. Okay, well, we have Chewy here. We will flip on the Chewy cam in a minute, so you're just going to have to hold your horses. There's an expression that we don't say very often anymore. Hold your horses. I don't even know if Chewy likes that expression. Anyway, Ashley Elizabeth here. Hey, Ashley. Good to see you. Ashley's been on the program before. She is a singer-songwriter. She has a brand new album that is out. Please go check her out. Ashley, we're psyched you're here. Sharon's here. Sharon announces me all the time, and she says, hey. Oh, usually say, here's Rhonda, but today she's just saying, hey, Rhonda. I don't know. That's how I interpret it. That's right. And Michelle says that she loves the intro. Do you love the intro, the Talk is Cheap intro, or do you love the intro that the Housewives? We have Jen O'Brien doing all the Housewives of the Quarantine. She's been doing for the last several weeks intros for us. We love it. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about or not, but definitely go check out Housewives of the Quarantine, Jennifer O'Brien comedy. Alice Green. Hi, Alice. Good to see you. Good to have you back. Happy Tuesday to you. Tom, my buddy Tom's here. Hey, Tom. Good to see you. Michelle Krajewski. Love Michelle. Michelle Krajewski's been on Talk is Cheap too. And from Chicago, we have another fellow Chicagoan. And I don't know how to say that. But anyway, we have somebody here that Michelle knows and I know. So that's great. And so Michelle liked the other Michelle with one L, we call her. Michelle with one L. She likes both intros. Okay. June Bug. Love June Bug. And June's here saying hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have an awesome show for you guys tonight. So glad you're here. You've joined us. We have people from all over. We have guests from all over, from Chicago to Texas. Yeah, we have somebody from Texas here tonight. So she's joining us. Of course, the official scorekeeper is here to keep score, and so that's important. We have the Chewy Cam. I'm coming. I'm going with the Chewy Cam. Don't worry. Okay, here he is. Here's Chewy. Oh my goodness, Chewy's had his quiet moments. Hopefully he will stay quiet. He's advertising the Talk is Cheap mask. Of course, you can get your Talk is Cheap mask for only $15. That is free shipping and handling, you guys. How do you get that? I'm glad you asked. All you have to do is message me on the Rhonda Corey Comedy page, or you can go to Rhonda at RhondaCoreyComedy.com and email me, and I will make arrangements to get you one of these masks. But of course, you can get two, which is a better deal for $25. Again, free shipping and handling. All right, Chewy, let's let sleeping dogs lie. All right, he's sleeping. Let's hope it stays that way. All right, you guys, we are going to bring up my co-host tonight. He's appeared in comedy clubs all over the United States and Europe, as well as all types of venues. He produces comedy night fundraisers here all the way from New Jersey. Please welcome Tony Palante.
Wow.
Yes.
What a great introduction. Thank you so much. Really excited to be here. It's really, I've seen a few of your shows, and I'm excited to be on it. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Tony. I'm glad you're here. And I just wanted to, I wanted to see how you're doing there in New Jersey, how your weather is going there.
Oh, wow. Weather is took a turn for the better. It's almost spring, and we have tomorrow be 55 degrees, 50 today. Yeah. Of course, last week was all ice, so right. This is a nice turnabout. So hopefully it'll work its way to New England and take care of you. But this has been a tough winter.
Yeah.
Last 2 or 3 winters, we didn't have any measurable snow at all.
Wow.
Which is disappointing to me, because I live in a community that does your snow removal for free, part of your fees, and they've been taking my money for 3 years now. So at least I got my money's worth this year.
Get your money's worth, yeah.
Right.
That's nice not having to shovel. Well, I haven't really had to shovel that much because I'm married and I have a child. So I've been kind of like, go ahead and you shovel and I'll make hot cocoa or something. I don't know. But
we're actually in a community that's over 55, so there's no children around and things like that to shovel. So,
Yeah. But, so you just made it. Then you just made it.
It's actually my wife. I'm a little younger. Almost one of us is 55. We're okay. So yeah, my long-suffering wife.
So I heard that now you have a story for me about a runaway car on the ice. What is this?
Okay. So this is a few years back when we were living, with our children, and it was. A winter when we had a lot of snow and ice. And my son, who was in high school at the time, was maybe not even a half mile away in the same development. It's early evening at a friend's house. But it's starting to rain. So being a good father, I said, I'll go pick you up. Okay. So as I pull out of my driveway, I realized it's a big mistake because the street is completely iced.
Oh, no.
And if you only stayed on the crown of the road, you're fine. But if you just went to the right, you slid to the curb. So now I get to his house. He comes out. I have no traction whatsoever. There's no traction.
No.
So him and his friend are trying to push me to get some traction. Nothing's happening. So I get out of the car, and I got my hand on the door and the hand on the steering wheel. And now we get traction, and there goes the car.
Oh,
now
no.
I'm chasing a runaway car. Now there's been nobody on the street anywhere, okay, until they see me try to get into this car. Now we have a complete audience.
Oh, my God.
So basically we got the car stopped and we decided to walk home. Now I can't even stand up, okay? So we're walking along lawns, and every 100 feet or so, you come to a driveway, which is a challenge. So then we're walking down the middle of our street, maybe 15 houses from our house, and we see these people ice skating down the middle of the street. And I said to my son, "What kind of idiots are ice skating?" He says, "What do you mean? We're out here like walking, right?" We get to my house. It's all lit up. All the lights are on. And there's my wife and daughter putting on their ice skates. So, but
Oh.
chasing a car, runaway car. Absolutely.
Wow, that's
yeah.
scary. There's nothing like sliding on the ice in your car. That is a scary thing, but it's a good thing you ended up getting into your car, and that could have been ugly.
Oh, yeah. Actually, fortunately, nobody parks on the street. That neighborhood ever had driveways and garages. So otherwise, it'd been smash city. Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, I hate ice. Yeah. I forgot I had told you about that. It was fun.
That sounds fun. Not really.
That was years ago. I didn't. Now, at my age now, they let the car go. I'm a
now you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
No, that is not fun. That's the one thing. That's just one of the one things that I do not love about the winter at all. Is I don't like the snow, driving in it. It's just a danger to me. Sharon says, Tony. And
Hi, Sharon.
Michelle is just like, wow, with your story. And Tom said Tiger rolled your van.
One more ice story.
Okay.
So I'm going through over a bridge. It's an all metal drawbridge, a metal decking. I'm getting feedback. And I'm going along, and it says bridge freezes before road surfaces. This one did. I'm going east. Suddenly I'm going west. Completely spun around, started going the other direction.
Yeah, that's not fun. That is not a
divine providence got me through that. Trust me.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, we have somebody that is gonna has some stories for us about weather. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But she's an author, a speaker, an online entrepreneur. She has an Amazon bestseller. It's called 31 Positive Communication Skills for Women. She hosts the podcast Encouraging Words for Working Moms, and she's the founder of the Midlife Happy Life community. Here today, she's going to tell us about 3 strategies to help us feel happier right now. Please welcome back the very beautiful and awesome Christy Largent.
Hello.
Christy.
I'm so happy to be here with you guys. This is such a fun thing.
You're here from Texas.
I am, and I had to turn my fan on because it was 78 degrees today.
78 degrees.
78 degrees. And last Tuesday was like 14.
Oh my
word. Or 10. It was crazy. So now everything is like all the ice is gone. You can't even tell anything happened except for all the dead plants.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like all the landscaping, right?
Yeah, all the landscaping, and of course our 7 pipes that burst. So thankfully it was in the garage and over the garage in the attic. So we didn't have any damage inside so far that we know. But yeah, it was an adventure. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people were without power for days and days. And
yeah, we had no water just the 2 days. The plumber came on Thursday. But, I feel for these people. Some people are still having to boil their water. We didn't have any problems like that, thankfully, but a lot of people did. So we got to get things sorted out here in Texas.
Yeah. Yes, you do, especially your electricity issues. But we won't go there. Oh my goodness. That's too funny. All right. So Alice Green, she says she's not famous, but how she needs to stay in touch. She needs to laugh. And so, yes, there will be plenty of that tonight. Fran Julin, I love you, Fran. Fran's here. And Sharon is very sorry about your bursting pipes. She said that's the worst. So she's very sorry that happened to you.
Thank you. But it was minor. I kept saying the whole time, it could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
No, it really could have been so much worse. So
yeah. And I'm glad you're here with us today because you are going to be talking. You're going to help us with some strategies to help us feel happier right now.
Yep. I've got
Yeah.
three.
We need a little Christmas right now.
Right.
Right? We need a little
Yes.
You get all year round with me because I
Okay.
am positivity and midlife expert, and I help people be happier, really enjoy life more, and live more of what their purpose is. And that happens especially when we do the 3 things I'm going to share with you guys tonight. And it's super simple, and yet it is so effective. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. First thing is, I want you to think about, how are you being grateful in your life? The positive psychologists that I've studied with call it a gratitude practice.
Gratitude practice.
A gratitude practice. And it sounds like you've heard this a million times. I think Oprah talked about it. But the reality is there's science behind the fact that if you will take time every day to think about and even write down the things that you are grateful for, and then think about them, like consider them, meditate on them, let yourself process them, then it does something to you physiologically that just makes you feel better. So the interesting thing is that you can even incorporate as part of your gratitude practice bad things. And kind of like I described, our burst pipes, by any measure, that's a bad thing, right?
Right.
So rather than focus on, oh my gosh, it's going to be all this stuff, how much is it going to cost, what's going to happen, all of the negative that's around that, instead you turn it into a gratitude practice by saying, I am so thankful that's all that happened.
Right.
I'm so thankful it didn't come inside our house. I'm so thankful that the plumber was able to get out here after 2 days. And really it's being intentional about making sure that you are being grateful. And when you do that, it actually changes your physiology. It changes your internal, all the chemicals inside your brain, and you will feel better. So this is not in any way to minimize the negative stuff that happens in life, but it's to help you kind of reframe it so that you don't get sucked down by all the negative.
That sounds great. So that's a great way maybe just to start off your day then, right?
Yes, you can do it in the day. You can do it. I've taught this for many, many years. And what I used to tell people to do, especially when they were in really difficult work situations, is get a little notebook and put it in your car. This was back when people went to work in their car. And you pull out that notebook and you write down 3 things that you're thankful for before you even drive home. Because what it allows you to do is reframe and reprocess all that happened during the day, and it freshens you up so that you're ready to be at home. So there's something even about doing it at night that allows your brain to kind of think about it while you're sleeping, and you wake up in a better state of mind. So it doesn't,
great.
You can do it at night, you can do it in the morning. The important thing is that you
do it.
Do it.
Yeah. Do it. Gratitude practice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So number 2.
Okay.
Yep, that's the first one. The second one is, I want you to consider where your focus is, because what we focus on grows. So if you are focusing on all the wrong things, and you are focusing on what you don't have, and you are focusing on what everybody else is doing wrong, guess how you are going to be feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's a really interesting thing. Again, positive psychologists have done studies on this, and they've shown over and over again that your thoughts determine your feelings. So you may say, I'm feeling so horrible. Well, let me take a little look at my thoughts. What am I thinking about? And then go back one more step and say, what is my circumstance? Not my emotional judgment about something, but the actual circumstance that's creating these thoughts. Are they the thoughts I want to think? And if they're not, then you can change your thoughts. And then guess what changes? Your feelings. Ta-da! So if you want to feel happier, you're going to change your focus. Your thoughts and what you focus on determine the way you feel. So it's just a natural, it's a practice. Again, you got your gratitude practice, you got your focus on what you want. I always say focus on the positive, but I would encourage you to focus on what you want. What do you want? Do you want a better relationship? Do you want happier interactions with your kids, your grandkids? Do you want to perform better in your work? Focus on that. And then you'll bring about more of it.
That's great. Okay. So
Okay,
that's two
that's two.
already. Two already.
All
right.
Tony.
The
Two
third
already
one,
for you to put into practice, Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
All right.
focusing. I'm focusing on this. Get this focusing.
so
Focus.
Tony, number
Yes.
3, you are doing already, and that is look for ways to give. And then that is look outside of yourself. When we do the navel gazing, guess what we feel like mostly? Horrible.
Mhm.
Because I don't care who you are, you still feel horrible. I saw Tony Robbins talk yesterday. I was attending an awesome conference with
Mhm.
all these really positive people. Tony Robbins was on, and he's like, I don't feel amazing every day. And he was talking about how he processed it. I'm like, well, gosh, if he doesn't feel amazing, not all of us are gonna. I mean, if he's not feeling amazing, right? What chance do the rest of us have, right? So Tony Robbins, what has he found his greatest excitement from in life right now is from all the philanthropy stuff he's doing. If you know, if you've ever followed him. And I think when we think about ourselves, and we think about what am I doing to serve others, it is when we focus on those others and when we put our attention on how we can help, how we can serve, that's where the real joy comes.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's great. All right. So let's go over those again. So number 1 was
Gratitude.
Gratitude practice.
What are you thankful for? Yeah, your gratitude practice. Make sure that you're intentionally thinking about that and then meditating on them. Don't just write them down and put the book away. You really need this. The studies that they've done have shown when you actually take the time to really, really absorb it and think about it and think about all the ramifications from it, that's when it really impacts you. And when you continue doing it in an ongoing basis, it's not a one and done. It's a every day.
Every day. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Then the second thing is focus.
Focus.
Put your focus on what you want. Put your focus on what you want, and you control your thoughts, which control your feelings.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So that's like so basic, but yet the feelings build our actions, and then we do things. And then when we do things, then we have the results we want. It's just like this wonderful cycle. So if something's broken and you're not getting the results you want, you're miserable, you're depressed, you're sad, let's take a look at your thoughts. Let's go back, analyze the circumstance, figure out the way you want to think about it, which will drive your thoughts. Your thoughts will drive your feelings. And then you'll feel better, and then you'll do better, and then you'll have better results. So it's just an awesome continuum. I have to remind myself of this because I have 2 teenagers.
Yeah. Focus,
Christy.
Okay. Gratitude.
Control those thoughts. Yeah, control those thoughts.
The third one is
give.
Look
for ways to give and serve others. And that's where the real joy comes.
It really, when you're feeling down and you do something for someone else, I mean, what is better than that? It takes the focus off of you and it brings it onto them. And yeah, that is great. Wow, Christy, you know what, Christy, I am thankful and grateful for you being on Talk is Cheap today. I feel happier already just because. Thank you so much. You always give great tips. Yes, Michelle.
Thank you.
Such great tips. I agree with Michelle. You guys, if you want to follow Christy, you can join her Facebook group, Midlife Happy Life Community, and you can reach her at Christy Largent on Instagram as well. Do you have any other?
Everything is at Christy Largent. So YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Yeah.
Well, guys, if you want to be happier, follow Christy. Christy.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much.
That's awesome tips. And I'm going to be listening and remembering that tomorrow as I go into my day. And even tonight, I'm going to be thinking about that. Those are amazing tips. Yes, Tom Hoy's very uplifting. That's our Christy. Thanks, Christy.
Thank you.
We want you happy again. That was wonderful. We appreciate you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wasn't that great, Tony?
Wonderful. Yeah. And basically the message was, powerful, but very simple to remember. It's 3 things, you know?
3 little things,
and they interlock. They interlock absolutely. So, it's I'm going to put into practice tonight.
All right.
before I go to sleep.
We're going to check on you tomorrow. That is wonderful. Me too. I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And I love the reminders of that too. Like, don't forget to be grateful, because sometimes we just start, just like Christy said, when you start to look at yourself and you start to, this is so much
absolutely.
better.
That woe is me kind of a thing is not, it's not becoming. It really
it's
isn't.
not.
No.
Well, I have something that's going to make us even happier, because I'm going to bring up our next guest.
Oh.
Yes. He performs in theaters, taverns, VFW halls, moose lodges, nursing homes, restaurants, and living rooms. I know it's like that. He's a member of the High Fiber Comedy Group. He was a finalist in the Chicago 2018 Clean Comedy Challenge, and also in the Nashville 2019 Clean Comedy Challenge. Also a finalist in the Lombard. I think it says, I can't read my own writing. Isn't that great? Braver House Competition 2020. Isn't that great? He can correct me.
Wow.
Please welcome from Chicago, John Petlicki, everybody.
Hi, John. Hey, John.
John,
Hello,
I
John.
had the pleasure of meeting John in person in Chicago, and he's just a joy. And not just you, John, but so is your wife, Myrna. I loved her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, it was a contest. We were both in a contest, and my wife is so honest. I have to tell you how honest she is. She voted for Rhonda. She is my moral conscience. So she says, "Oh, you were good, but Rhonda."
I love her. Oh my gosh, that's
and she
so
gives
funny.
me the motivation. She's my private motivational speaker. She'll tell me things like, "Get off the couch, leave go of the remote control." She gives these motivations. They're just wonderful. In fact, sometimes. Get my thinking right. She'll say, "What on earth were you thinking?" and I could convince her in no time at all that I was not thinking. That's what happens after 46 years of marriage.
Oh my gosh, 46 years, and you're only 47. I don't know how you did that. I don't know.
Cradle.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Michelle Krajewski, psyched that you're here.
Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
And Leslie Robb, everybody. I love that girl. Hey. And Kevin. Hey, Kevin. He says, "Hey, Rhonda, Tony, and John, your Zoom video images are less than 6 feet apart on my screen. Should you guys be wearing masks?" We have a safe show here. We're kind of social distanced, I think.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, I think we're social distance. We're in different states. So Sharon says, "Welcome, John." And yeah, Michelle says, "Myrna is the bomb too." I have to agree with that. So oh my gosh. Yeah, we're psyched that you're here, John. I mean, my gosh, that's the cool thing about this show is that, at least, when would we be able to get together, especially,
Wow.
now? I mean, this is just so cool. I've been able to reach out to people in Chicago, New Jersey, and Texas all in the same night. So
That's wonderful.
Cool. Some people are Tamika's here. She's tuning in from Hyde Park, Chicago. And oh my goodness, it's how do you pronounce it?
Good luck.
I do not want to pronounce this name wrong. So you are going to have to give me the pronunciation. Is it Wang Li? Am I right? Well, anyway, she loves you, John. You have a whole fan club here, and I'm definitely one of your fans. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let's see. Yes, Jan says, "Thanks for the shout out for the High Fiber Comedy Show." Hi, John.
Hi. Wonderful people.
Well, they just love you, and how can they not love you? I mean, you're a lovable kind of guy, John. That's what it is. Did you love Christy's help? Wasn't she?
Yes.
Tips?
Oh yeah. In fact, I was thinking of being a motivational speaker, but I didn't have the motivation. It's just no. I love Chrissy's ideas. The ideas are so simple.
Right.
Don't think about yourself. Think of others.
Mhm.
I mean, too often we get all wrapped up and keyed up in ourselves, and that exaggerates everything. Just sends things out of proportion. Just say, hey, this other person needs help. Do something for them. I think I mentioned one time the group I was with visited 50 nursing homes in 1 year to try to entertain with music and comedy, and that was really nice. But I admit it wasn't totally altruistic. I was actually getting old and I was looking for a place. And what I found is I like it at home better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try getting into a nursing home now as a visitor.
Yeah,
Impossible. Forget it.
that worries
Uh,
me. How do we
yeah.
because one of the things that people in nursing homes need is contact.
Yeah.
They
It's
really
horrible.
need contact and to feel that they're part of a community. And so I'm afraid that this will cause a
Well,
separation.
yeah, I think let's look at the positive things. It's getting as we get vaccinations. I think this will get better.
Mhm.
But it's been a whole year for a lot of these people, so it's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm fortunate. My family is good, so we're focusing on the positive thing. And but we've had neighbors, who are their spouses in a nursing home. So it's supposed to be comedy. I apologize, but
No,
you mentioned nursing homes, and it struck a chord. Yeah,
no, it's tough, but you know what? I do think things. There is a light at the end of the tunnel,
absolutely,
and things are starting to open up. Just like you said, when more people get vaccinated, and you can be back at it, and John, and you can be looking to see which is the best place.
Yeah, it's self-serving, perhaps. I shouldn't quite think that way, but what the heck? Multitasking.
I used to do a lot of shows for older communities and stuff like that, and I do a show, and then they wouldn't let me leave. Says, "We'll take you back to your room."
I didn't think I would do the nursing home show for long because the very first nursing home we went to said, "Oh, you can't perform now because bingo is occurring." Oh wait, the Alzheimer ward is open. So we performed the Alzheimer ward, and I thought, okay, this is very interesting. It was hard to, but on the other hand, nobody criticized us.
That's good. That's good.
Right.
And I know. Like I've gotten heckled. Like I've done some of the older communities, and they will be honest with you. And they will. I have totally gotten heckled. It was hilarious, actually. Gosh, it was some of my funniest moments.
But some of these communities, like I've done some like real high end, like independent living places, like evening shows, and they had a cocktail hour, before dinner and stuff like that. So the show's supposed to start at 7:30, and we're in the auditorium, this venue with a stage and stuff, and the activities will be here a little late because they have to watch the end of Jeopardy. And at 7:35, here they all come in, drinks in hand, and
that's so funny. Oh my goodness!
Creatures of habit. We're creatures of habit.
Absolutely. Now, are you getting everything delivered? We have everything delivered now. We get our food.
Early on we were really frantic about stuff, but I decided to put the trust in the Lord, and I watch what I do, and I only can watch my actions, and if I'm not comfortable, I won't be there. But it's we have had some things delivered, but now if I need something, I'm not going to wait for a quart of milk.
Well, I've been getting my stuff delivered, but that's by my husband.
It's okay. Yeah.
He doesn't realize he had a little part-time job there. But, we are getting a lot more. I definitely, from a year ago, we are getting so much more delivered now.
In general, absolutely. I mean, I haven't been to we're buying things online. I would never buy online.
Yeah.
Never buy online. And It's just because of it's first of all it's convenient,
Yeah.
Oh,
and early on in this whole thing, there was lines, and
Yeah.
it was crazy, and
yeah.
people, they just took everything off the shelves, and
Yeah.
so you had to find other ways of buying things. I think I told you the other day, I did a show right before this thing hit the fan, March 14th, and it was upstate Pennsylvania, and they went out shopping that night. They told me, that day, and they went out and bought guns and ammo. So their priorities are a little bit different. And they said because if there's no food, we can go hunting, and also if there's a riot, we have guns. So they were kind of so that was their focus and mindset.
Mine's like, I need chips and chocolate. That was
yeah.
Like,
I'm in Rhonda's camp.
my camp is so much better than guns and
chips and chocolate. I'm
that's
for
it.
that.
I mean, I'm interested in having pizza delivered. I'm more of a carbs guy. My wife's chocolate, but I'm more like bread rolls, pizza, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our heritage. What are you going to do? So yeah. I do love your shirt, John. I tell you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's.
Like I say, as weird as it is, I put the shirt away, and then I had a hard time finding it. Like it turned invisible, and I thought, no, people are not going to believe this. They're going to think it's a joke. And
see how I think about him. I set him up. So
You set him
think
up
about somebody else. Absolutely.
Nice of you.
You're putting into practice what you've learned.
Absolutely. I
already.
learned a few minutes ago from Christy, and I'm right there.
That
But then I take full credit for it too, which is something else.
Thank you.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, you guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't know. Have you ever watched my show before, John?
I've watched tidbits. Yes, I've watched off and on.
All right.
And you have a question period, and that's why I've been studying Jeopardy.
Well, you got to watch out because we found out Tony read an encyclopedia.
Yeah, but I figure if your questions have the answers starting with Z, I have a fighting chance because he's got to go through the whole alphabet.
Yeah, he's not going to remember that.
I think.
I misrepresented myself. I said I read the word encyclopedia one time.
Oh,
That's the word.
Oh my goodness. Well, here we go. Here is our favorite segment. It's called You've Got Game. And today's game, you guys, it's called Fact or Fiction.
Oh.
Fact or fiction.
Okay.
So,
All right.
here's what we're going to do. I am going to put the statement up. I'm going to read it. And all you have to do, if you think it's true, you think it's a fact, you're going to give me a thumbs up. And if you think it's fiction, a thumbs down. But, I am not good at scoring. I am not scoring. Chewy, so let's just check on Chewy real quick. Yep, he's still sleeping. He's turned towards the camera for Tom Hoyes. Tom loves it when he turns towards the camera.
Hi, Chewy.
Yes.
Hi, Chewy.
All right. But I'm not good at scoring, so we do have an official scorekeeper.
Wow.
Here on Talk is Cheap that always keeps me on my toes and
What a
laughing.
big staff.
Please welcome. I know we all the bells and whistles here. All the bells and whistles. All right. Please welcome my official scorekeeper. Amazing. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, my scorekeeper tries to sell the Talk is He. I don't know. The
shameless promotion.
They're not $129. That is a ripoff. These are $15 or 2 for $25. Don't try to buy them from the scorekeeper. They're making a profit, a very big profit. Well, first, guys, let me tell you what exactly you are playing for. Okay, this is
all right.
You are playing for the very coveted Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer.
Oh.
100% clean comedy, 100% clean hands. This prize is valued at $5,500. All right, so Are you ready? We are going to give you our first fact or fiction. Ready, Alex? Hit it. In 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson invented the popsicle. Is that fact or is it fiction? All right, guys, give me. All right, John says it's fact. What do you think there, Tony? Fact or fiction?
I'll stay even with him.
You're saying it's a fact. That is in fact the truth. You are both correct. They both get a point.
How we knew that? We both went to school with that guy. So
I think he was held behind a year and or two, and we were together for first grade.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is true. Yes. That night, what happened was he left a cup filled with powdered soda, water, and a stirring stick on his San Francisco porch. And that night, low temperatures caused the mixture to freeze. And a summertime staple was born, the popsicle.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's an invention then, that kind of accident.
Yes, that was an accident.
Okay.
Invention. How cool is that?
I got to relook at all the accidents in my life. There might be an invention in one of them. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Okay, ready?
It's a whole other show going on over here.
It really is. It's like, I mean, you know what? These people get what they pay for on Talk is Cheap. All right, we're gonna have Alex. Alex is our co-producer here, who will not be seen on camera, but helps me out a lot. So it's awesome. All right, are you ready, Alex? Let's put up the next fact or fiction. John Lennon grew up near a place called Strawberry Fields while living in Liverpool. Is that a fact or a fiction, guys? What do you think? What do you think, Tony? Tony, you gotta be a little quicker with the thumbs there, because you're waiting on John. That's cheating.
Strategy is everything.
That is so cheating.
Oh,
John,
he had his thumb up. I could see it. It was below
John,
the
don't
camera,
let
but I
him
could
do
see
that to you.
I
All right,
can see
so
the thumb up.
the truth, you guys are not playing out in the audience. I'm surprised. What do you guys think? Do you think that's fact or fiction? Come on, guys, play along. It is actually true. It is a fact. You both score a point, even though Tony's cheating. Okay.
Let me explain something. I'm not cheating, but Rhonda is so cheap. She doesn't want to give 2 bottles of that stuff away.
I can't afford it.
That's what the problem is. I figured it all out.
That's right, Fran. It was a fact. Fran knew it was a fact. All right, we are going to go. What is this? A horse?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to see on screen. All right. Let's see. All right. We're going to make Tony go first. The Baby Ruth candy bar was named after baseball legend Babe
Ruth. Yes.
Is that fact or fiction?
Yeah,
you both
fact.
saying, you both are okay?
Yeah,
I don't think that's a real. Okay. That answer is fiction. That is not true. The actual fact here is, although the name of the candy bar sounds like the name of the famous baseball player Babe Ruth, the Curtis Candy Company traditionally claimed that it was named after President Grover Cleveland's daughter, Ruth Cleveland.
They lied. That's not true.
Yeah.
Never trust a candy company. Never trust a candy company. They lied.
Ruth right there we have.
Oh wait, my other thumb was down.
This is the best part over here. The scoreboard's the best part of the show. It really is.
Oh
my gosh, that is hysterical. Yes, Michelle Krajewski, that is creepy.
I lived with that fact my whole
Michelle
life.
Krajewski got it correct.
My whole life.
Sorry, Donnell.
My whole life, I believe that Baby Ruth was the reason that candy bar was named.
Well, you know what? Here on Talk is Cheek, you learn a lot here on this show.
Okay, all right.
You can all just, play. You learn how to be happier, and you learn about Baby Ruth.
The older you live, the more you learn. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready, Alex? I don't know if I am. Good luck. All right. It's right now. It's a tie score, 2-2. Neck and neck for that sanitizer. All right. Betty Nesmith Graham invented the first correction fluid, aka whiteout, in her kitchen in 1958. Is that fact or is it fiction? Fact. You're both saying it is fact. You both are correct.
Yeah.
Yes, you are both correct. That's great, Kevin. It is liquid paper. It is a fact. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Fact. You guys are all crushing it. Tom says it's friction. I don't know. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So actually she was starting on a basis of tempera paint she mixed with a common kitchen blender. And she called the fluid Mistake Out and started to provide her coworkers with small bottles on the brand's name that was displayed.
Wow.
Yes, you're welcome. And you know what? I feel kind of smart right now, but that's because I have the answers in my hand. Okay. She was trying to omit an ingredient.
The whiteout doesn't work real well with carbon paper, though.
No.
They used to have all those carbons in the typewriter, and you'd have to.
Okay, it's okay.
I know what you're talking about. Actually.
Yeah, he's talking about typewriters too, by the way.
Yeah, typewriters. Yes. Do you still have a typewriter, John? I think they're worth something now.
Yeah. Somewhere there's a typewriter. I know my doctor's older than me, and he doesn't have any of those modern pieces of equipment like a typewriter.
Or stethoscope, or
Oh my gosh.
Everything's by hand. I usually have to go to an eye doctor afterwards because I can't read what he wrote. It's be bad.
All right, ready? Are you ready for our next either fact or fiction?
Oh, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Junior Mints were actually named after Junior Miss, a popular book written by Sally Benson in the 1940s. Junior Mints. Ooh. And
I was in college then, so
I just want to give you a little hint. Junior Mints, frozen. It'll change your life. All right, is that a fact or is that a fiction? Come on, guys.
This could be the tiebreaker.
This
could be the tiebreaker.
That is actually true. That is actually true. Oh, John, you were crushing it. You were crushing it. That's all right.
And we've run out of time, and the game is going.
The whole audience here.
This game's a runaway. Don't know if I can catch up.
It was actually a book, and it later became a Broadway play. But our audience fell for it. Fiction, false, fiction. Oh, fake, fiction, false. Paulina. Yeah. All right.
We should be playing for money. I would have cleaned up. By the way,
right.
what is Broadway? Whatever happened to Broadway? That's another whole story.
I don't know.
That's another show.
That's another show. All right. Are you ready? So now we have 4-3. Okay, Tony. Henry Nestle created the famous Toll House chocolate chip cookie in 1939, which was named after his daughter's playhouse. Oh, she's got a cookie. Is that true or is it false? Tony says true and John says false. The correct answer is it's false.
Oh, good for you, John.
Yes, it is false. Yes, it is written. Here is the actual fact is the original recipe was created in the late 1930s by Ruth Wakefield, who famously ran the Toll House restaurant in Whitman, Massachusetts. On March 20th, 1939, Wakefield gave Nestle the right to use her cookie recipe and the Toll House name. You guys are learning so much, so much. Oh my goodness, we got a tie score again and a half-eaten cookie is what we have. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, the audience did not fall for it.
They didn't.
Nope, they did not. Alice knew it was not true. I could be wrong about the cookie. Let's see. Fran, yes, you are. Yes, it is delicious. It is the best cookie ever. That is right. It is false, Paulina. And where's Ruth, Alex? Where's Ruth? I don't know. That is the official scorekeeper. Are you looking for the official score? That the official scorekeeper and Alex are two separate entities. Just so you know, Alex is Alex, and the scorekeeper is anonymous. And just Alex won't be seen on camera. The scorekeeper is I don't know, has some issues.
Yes.
Yeah, issues.
A lot of issues.
a lot of
Drink a lot of coffee or something.
False.
says that is false.
That's very white.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's put up the next one. Alex, what do we have here? Before the Beatles came to America to perform on the Ed Sullivan Show, they believed that they would be popular in the United States. They knew it. What do you think? They knew they were going to make it here.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, you both are. You both are wrong. It is false. Yes. As a matter of fact, they didn't think they were going to be popular in the United States.
Really? Why did they come?
Yeah.
Well, I guess somebody sent them. I don't know. I guess. 'Cause they,
This is not going to work. I'll go there. Yeah.
No, gee,
Mm-mm.
that's
Well, look it up, people. Okay.
And I thought I had low self.
Oh, that's a mad face from the scorekeeper. Is very upset. Yeah, some of our audience, our audience is quitting. You can't quit.
I actually ignored the British invasion completely. I wasn't part of that.
You weren't. How about you, John? What did you think about the Beatles?
I didn't like. There's two kind of people in the world. People who love Elvis and people who love the Beatles. I'm an Elvis lover.
Okay.
And Myrna is a Beatles lover. And so this is just one of the differences we've had to overcome in 46 years of marriage. It's just.
Now, let's see, who came first? The Elvis?
Elvis in the 50s, yeah. In the 50s, yeah.
Right. So, but weren't the Beatles influenced a little bit by Elvis? Is that
they started to eclipse him,
Elvis,
right?
no.
Yeah, it was Elvis was just fading as the Beatles were rising, I believe. There was just some overlap, but the Beatles quickly took over #1 hits. So.
Well, they're pretty awesome.
It was in the 60s and Elvis was in the 50s primarily.
I'm sorry, John and Tony, but the Beatles are awesome. Unless you're asking the scorekeeper.
The only one that could sing was Ringo anyway, so.
Yeah.
That is false. That is false. I'm sorry, that is false. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Come on. Good luck. A Hershey bar was invented in the year 1900 by Milton S. Hershey.
I mean, yes.
No.
I mean, the only thing could be different. It was the year could be different, but it is Milton Hershey. I mean,
Okay. You are both correct. Yes.
Hey.
Paulina's screen froze and she couldn't answer. Well, I'm sure you had the right answer anyway, Paulina.
Now you're not trying to just feed us like who's buried in Grant's tomb and stuff like that. I mean,
No, I would never do that.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Do I look like that kind of person?
No, it's just
Not hurtful, John. Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's all right. I'll get over it.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna this is a close game. So close that you guys are tied. All right, the first animated feature film of all time was Walt Disney's Dumbo. Is that fact or fiction? You are both absolutely correct. That is false. Do you know what it was?
Probably. Let's see.
It was it's Sleeping Beauty.
Was it Pinocchio?
And no. So thank God you didn't have to answer. Actually, look at the elephant. The actual fact is the first animated feature film of all time was Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937. Dumbo was in 1941. And I believe the next one after Snow White was Pinocchio. So you were very close.
I was close. So.
Pinocchio was close.
I was close by a nose.
Yeah.
You're missing Pluto's running around right here. Like, let's say.
Oh, you guys picked Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie actually was the first.
Yeah, but that wasn't a feature though. It was like a
No,
short.
you're absolutely right. It was the first what do you call it? It was the first short film with sound. My son knows everything.
Okay, then ask him this here. Okay, what was Mickey Mouse original first name?
What was Mickey Mouse original first name?
First name, but they changed the name.
That was close. Do you know? No, Mortimer was the other.
No, it was Mortimer.
It was Mortimer.
Yes.
He got it.
I know.
Oh my gosh, the chocolate's gone. Chocolate's gone. Michelle Kajecki got Mortimer too. Mortimer, but Mortimer actually was a character on there afterwards. He wasn't.
They own the names. Why not? Yeah. Let's use it. Let's recycle that name.
Why not? Right? Mortimer Mouse. Michelle. All right, this is it. This could do it. Ready?
This is the tiebreaker. This is it, right? Do or die.
In 1968, Dr. Spencer Silver, scientist at 3 million. 3M? Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I don't know. 3M in the United States was attempting to develop a super strong adhesive, but instead he accidentally created a low-tack, reusable, pressure-sensitive adhesive. Is that true?
It's Post-it notes.
You're absolutely correct. It was Post-it notes. Yes, so we have a tie score. So my goodness, this happened my last show too.
Your budget is gone for the year.
I don't know how I'm going to split this, but we'll figure it out. You're going to have to split the prize. I can't be giving out 2 prizes.
What you do? Pour his.
This show doesn't have any sponsors right now.
To be fair, we'll split it. Well, like Solomon. Yeah. Okay, pour his in an envelope and mail it to him. And bring my half in a bottle.
We'll do half and half. It'll be fine.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny.
Don't worry about it.
This show goes by so fast. We have to check out who is going to be on next Tuesday's show. Hit it, Alex. Next Tuesday, my guest co-host will be Tina Levine. Can't wait to have her. And my featured guest is Aaron Searles. And back with us is our favorite dietitian, Judy Barb, everybody. So make sure you tune in next Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Rhonda Corey Comedy Facebook page or YouTube. Or, of course, you can catch us afterwards on Roku TV on the I can't even read anything. Oh, my goodness. On the, what is it, network? Creative Motion Network. I'm so sorry, Kevin. The Creative Motion Network. All right. Buy a mask. Do not buy a mask from that scorekeeper.
So I want to thank you for 2 things, Rhonda. I want to thank you for being on the show. I'm going to thank you again for not putting me on a show with a dietitian. Okay, it would have been terrible. It would have been horrible.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
It would have been my worst nightmare.
Tony, thank you so much. Hey, if you guys want to follow Tony, do you have any dates coming up?
I do. I actually do have. First of all, I run an open mic every Thursday night in Williamstown. Okay. And it's social distancing. It's at Cross Keys Brewing Company. And it's every Thursday night. And then once a month we have a show. So the next one is we just had the one last week. It's March 26th. And our headliner is Brad Trackman, who's got credits longer than my arm, Late Show and Tonight Show, all that kind of stuff. And then another show coming up the following month there, not to be named yet. And also I'm doing something for Wayne's Closet, which is a nonprofit. And we're having a show there the 19th of March. So we have like 2 or 3 every month right now, which is pretty good. So
that's wonderful.
Plus the open mics. The open mics are fun. Everybody's socially spaced. Everybody has their own microphone. I have like 4 or 5 mics. I wipe them down in between, and we sanitize them. Big investment. by the way, a microphone.
Yes.
Big investment in microphone.
Sell your sanitizer, you're half of the bottle or something.
Yeah, it goes like for one mic for one night.
If you want to follow Tony, and I don't know why you wouldn't, please look him up. You can check out his website, tonyparlente.com. Parlente Comedy Productions on Facebook. Make sure you
and also Tony Parlante on Instagram and Twitter, and not so much Twitter, but yeah, absolutely, I'm there. I'm a shameless self-promoter. So, by the way, may I sell some merchandise? And can I do that? I'm gonna sell some merchandise. I'm a big time guy. I want to sell my DVD. Okay, this is one of my favorites. This is the D. Martin Variety Show. This is the good one. This is the one with Carol Burnett. This is a real good one. But I also have clothing. If you don't want a DVD, you can buy a pair of Tony Parlante BVDs. And contrary to popular opinion, one size does not fit all. So
okay, well, we will that. Thank you so much.
I had a great time, John. You're great. I love your comedy, John, and I love Rhonda's. And Christy just gave us some great facts, really, that we can live with and put into practice right now.
Yes, right now.
Which is pretty cool.
John
Yeah.
Kalicki, if you want to follow John, he is on Facebook. You can follow him on Facebook if he accepts you as his friend, which he probably will if you're nice enough. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Christy,
Love you.
for those amazing tips. So thankful. And, of course, my official scorekeeper. Could not do this show without that official scorekeeper. And we couldn't do the show without you guys. Thank you, my audience. I love you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday. And you guys can stick around here, and we'll see you backstage in a few. So episode 78 is out.
I will hold, I will hold, I will hold. Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no thing, no, there ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Yeah. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.